Let's welcome in the next management. Again, it's the earnings season. Blue Star, the management is now joining us. Mr. Advani, MD at the company. Sir, if you could just tell us that, what are the factors that led to your top line growth in terms of overall product mix? What will be the, what will be the EMP segment? Will it continue to drive growth?
Sure. So we grew 13% in the quarter. Revenue was up 13% to 981 crores. The growth in this quarter, actually both segments, segment 1 and 2 grew. Segment 1, which is our projects business, grew about 8%, whereas our cooling products business grew about 28%. So both businesses grew after a tough Q2. If you recall, Q2 was difficult because of the GST transition and migration, but we've come back well in Q3. So we're happy with the revenue growth in the quarter.
There's a sharp decline in the raw material cost as a proportion to your sales. What led to margins? Did that lead to margins? And would you largely would you have remained around the 5% mark for the last 5 to 6 quarters? When can we see that margin ahead?
Sure. So if you look at the first of all, PBT is up about 50% over, and I'm sorry, 93% over last quarter. So we had a very strong quarter as far as profit is concerned. Profit grew again both in segment 1 and in segment 2. In segment 1 we grew about 33%. Margins expanded even though billing has been slow. So as you know, 8% revenue growth in segment 1 is slightly below what we expected. However, we were able to bring in operational efficiency, which is what drove the margins to improve in segment 1. We also had some large value projects that we closed in the quarter at higher margins, and that contributed to an improving gross operating margin. As far as segment 2 is concerned, you saw a huge growth in operating margin and profit. That was led by two things. One is our room air conditioner business grew faster than the market. We're very happy with the performance of that business in the quarter. And along with that, we actually raised prices in both our room air conditioner business as well as our refrigeration business between 4 and 6% to take care of the raw material price increases. So a combination of higher prices as well as volume growth have helped the operating margins of our business.
Mr. Advani, afternoon. Now, the rise in the AC market share has been steady for the company from about 9% that we witnessed in FY15 to 11% right now. So what is the outlook for your potential market share gains within the AC segment?
So we've been doing relatively well in room ACs, as you have just highlighted. We've just crossed 11% market share. Our goal is to increase our market share year on year going forward. Of course, what we expect will happen is that the market is going to continue to grow at a healthy pace. In spite of having a tough year because of GST, the overall market did grow in 2017. We're looking forward to a very positive market outlook in 18. As far as we are concerned, you may know that today about 70% of the products that we sell are in the high efficiency segment of the market. We believe that the high efficiency segment is going to continue to grow faster than the normal products that are sold, and Blue Star is very well positioned to take advantage of that market shift. So going forward, we expect a steady increase in our market share over the next 2 to 3 years.
Finally, your export revenue is expected to grow at 800 crores over the next 3 years. What will be the total contribution from exports, and are you on track?
Yeah, so we're quite excited about our international business. We set up a holding company in this current financial year in the Dubai Free Zone. We have now consolidated all our overseas businesses in that entity. We're essentially looking at growing our product export business, so that is products manufactured in our Indian plants being exported today to 17 countries in the Middle East, in North Africa, and in the South Asia market. We see the momentum building up quite aggressively on that front. We've increased our marketing spend, our R&D budgets. Of course, these markets are more advanced in terms of air conditioning requirements than India. So it will be a technical challenge for us to address those markets, but we're feeling confident about that. We have the right distribution in place, and so we're well on track to achieve our FY 2021 goals as you've highlighted.
All right, thanks very much for giving us a sense of your export business, your overall market share, as well as what led to your strong growth in the quarter gone by. 742, Blue Stars holding up by a good 2.5% in trade today. Well, on that note, let's take a quick break right here on the show. Come right back. We got lots more lined up on Market Sense.